Good evening, FSU Weather. This is student meteorologist Brian Garcia. Taking a look at Doak Campbell Stadium, we do have some warm temperatures right now, hitting 93 degrees. And you see that clear sky with some couple of clouds. It was a great day today to be by the pool or enjoy the outside today with no rain that we didn't have. Current temperatures right now in the area, 91 in Tallahassee. We head a little bit more north in Thomasville, and we do see 89. And by the coast, Apalachicola, 87. Tonight in Tallahassee, we'll be looking at a pretty decent, muggy, and warm night with 73 degrees, with the partial clouds in the area. Not too much rain chances, but that will be starting to creep in tomorrow as well as Friday. And tonight in FSU weather, we will be talking about that rainy end of the week here in Tallahassee, as we will start seeing more rain tomorrow. Severe weather in the South and Midwest, and today is World Oceans Day. But we will be talking about this more in the show tonight, so make sure you stay tuned tonight in the show.
And welcome back in. I'm meteorologist Brandon Lassip with you tonight on this Wednesday edition of FSU Weather. Here's that live look of Doak Campbell Stadium right now. Some nice puffy cumulus clouds cover most of the region with some sunny conditions as we head towards sunset. Currently sitting at 93 degrees with those southwest winds at 5 miles an hour. And we see for today our highs and lows. We hit 93 degrees today, and our low was 71 just before sunset. So just a little bit, around average. Average was 90 and below our record of 99 from 1948. And seeing the temperatures across the region, temperatures are looking to be in the low 90s, maybe upper 80s a little bit. So 89 over in St. Mark's, 87 a little bit cooler over in Apalachicola, and we're seeing 91 over up there in Bainbridge. And going along with this heat, we're seeing that humidity as well. A lot of dew points are in the, looks like, mid to high 70s. I mean, 79 over Monticello, so it's very moist, very humid out there. And St. Mark's, we're looking at 75 and a little bit lower, 69, but that's still pretty humid out with those temperatures in the 90s. And taking a look right now at our radar, we see some storms have popped up, some isolated storms along that sea breeze boundary. Nothing widespread as it's been a couple days ago, so pretty much, had good conditions out there today regarding the rain. And whatever storms that are in the region right now will start to dwindle down as we head into the overnight hours. And into those overnight hours, we see temperatures will be going toward the low 70s. I mean, 72 in Tallahassee, up in Thomasville, 70 degrees, and a little bit warmer by the coast, where we see 74 in St. Mark's and 76 over in Apalachicola. And for tomorrow, that heat is not going anywhere. I mean, 89 in Tallahassee and 88 in St. Mark's. So it looks like we're keeping just below 90 degrees. We do have some 90s over here and over in Perry hitting 90 right there. So it's definitely going to still be another hot one tomorrow. As we go into the next 24 hours, we see the storms die off into the overnight hours, and a batch of storms will be moving across the area around tomorrow afternoon, evening. That's going to be associated with a weak frontal boundary that will be moving through our area, bringing a chance of storms with also a possibility of some hail and some damaging winds with the strong storms through the area. And for Panama City Beach, for tomorrow, we're looking at mostly sunny conditions, 88 degrees and 84 degrees for that water temperature. There is, again, a moderate risk of rip currents for the beaches as well around the Big Bend coast. And for tomorrow, we see dog walk forecast. I would suggest go in the morning before those storms round up and those temperatures increase as well, as we see 3 p.m., 89 degrees, and those storms are going to begin to move through the area. And through the next 7 days, we see those storms come back on Thursday and into Friday, as well as the weekend. Temperatures will be around 80, high 80s to low 90s throughout the week. Now I'll go ahead and pass it right back over to Brian to give us a nice look at the southeast.
Thank you, Brandon. So now we take a look at Mexico Beach right here close to us in Tallahassee. We do see clear skies, 86 degrees. Our friends a little to the north, Atlanta, Georgia, we start seeing more clouds at 84 degrees. And Charlotte, North Carolina, as we have more cloudy skies at 78 with cooler temperatures. And even Blacksburg, Virginia at 79 degrees as well. Current temperatures right now in the state of Florida and the southeast, 91 in Tallahassee. We do head more south to my hometown, 84 degrees. And you do see 73 degrees up there in Little Rock, as they are experiencing some rain as well. And then you head more south and you start seeing the warmer temperatures by New Orleans and also Shreveport at 92. Dew point temperatures in the whole state of Florida and Southeast are pretty similar. We are seeing 75 in Miami, 69 in the region right here, and 66 in Little Rock, where they are experiencing that rain like I just talked about. So muggy conditions, not dry around this time of the year, which is pretty normal for a June day in the Southeast. And wind speeds, we do see 12 miles per hour in Orlando. And we start heading more west at all that rain that will be creeping in the area. We do see start seeing 18 miles per hour in Little Rock and Tupelo at 12. But right here in Tallahassee, we are experiencing more calm conditions at 3 miles per hour, so I head into the north. So we're not seeing too much windy conditions here today. Current radar right now, we are seeing, like I just talked about, that rain moving eastwards towards Memphis right now. And also some rain in the central Florida region, as well as Treasure Coast heading towards West Palm Beach area. And we do see some watches of flash flooding in central Florida right now, but nothing else to talk about here in Florida regarding flood warnings that we had a lot to talk about last week with this tropical system moving in. Tonight's temperatures we will be looking at a warm night as well. 80 degrees in Key West, 75 in Miami, 72 in Tallahassee as we start seeing some chances of rain creep up in this area tomorrow. 3-day outlook in Little Rock, Friday 100% chance of rain, 93 degrees, pretty warm towards the weekend. Drier conditions for Saturday. And Jacksonville, we are seeing stormy conditions for the next 2 days, and then we start seeing more drier conditions towards Saturday. And future radar, we are seeing the storms moving in by tomorrow. And now we will be taking a look at the national weather provided by Brandon.
And that's right, yes, we do have a lot going on nationally as well, as we see severe weather threats across the country. But looking at current temperatures right now, we see most of the country, the southern part of the country, is dealing with that heat. 101 in San Antonio, so it's very hot down there. We have some alerts I'll show you in a little bit due to that heat. As you go a little bit further up toward the north, we see lower temperatures, looking to see 76 in Minneapolis and nice 68 degrees in Seattle. So that's very nice conditions compared to that 101 in San Antonio. And dew points, a lot drier conditions over toward the west, and the very opposite on the eastern side of the country with more moist, muggy conditions with those higher dew points. And you see on our water vapor, we see that what stands out is right here. So I'll show you this in a little bit. This is associated with some severe weather that is moving through Arkansas and into Mississippi and the lower Tennessee Valley. And looking over toward the west, we see not too much going on, just a little bit. Next system will be moving through the country in the next couple days. And we see right now in our current systems, we have a low pressure system right here associated with those storms moving in toward, like I said, lower Tennessee Valley, and another low pressure system up toward Illinois that has associated with it a warm front, which is also bringing more severe weather into Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky. And we see active alerts right now. Right here in the red, we do have a tornado watch, as well as 2 tornado warnings. So I'll show you that when I zoom in on that radar in just a second. And more toward the western side of the country, we see excessive heat warnings and advisories in parts of New Mexico, Arizona and California. And zoomed in toward the southeast, we see Florida right now is seeing some thunderstorms moving through the area. We had earlier, just west of Cape Canaveral, a tornado warning associated with one of those thunderstorms that has some rotation indicated on radar. So these storms are definitely capable of producing severe weather as well as already evidence. And those will be moving offshore in the sunset hours. And moving toward northwestern side, we have this system right here. Now this is called a mesoscale convective system. Now what that is just a basically big system of cloud cover associated with deep, moist convection and thunderstorms that are moving through the area, bringing in some damaging wind as well as possibility of hail and even some spin-up tornadoes as well. So that will be moving toward the east. We have a severe thunderstorm warning in places right here in Mississippi, one right here in Louisiana, and one as well in the northwestern tip of Alabama. And moving toward the north, show you what's going on in the Midwest. We see in Indiana, Ohio, and northern Kentucky, we have that tornado watch. So this is due to a lot of instability in the air with that associated warm front, which is going to help bring those cumulus clouds to bring up more convection and have the possibility of spin up tornadoes as well as damaging wind and hail. And here's our outlook for today. We see those two spots, slight risk in both areas with those severe threats, and a little bit as well over here in the western Texas and eastern New Mexico with also possibility of some damaging winds. And for tomorrow, we see the threat shift a little bit back toward the west. So the threats for tomorrow are going to be damaging winds and damaging hail as the next system of severe weather moves across from the Rockies. And into Friday, the severe weather threat will be slight risk over toward Mississippi and Arkansas. Looking at our airports right now, Atlanta is looking nice, only a little bit cloudy, no delays there. And into the rest of the country, see a little bit some delays in New York, but the rest of the country is looking fine. And into tonight's temperatures, we see temperatures being mild, around 70s and around the high 70s around the southeast. And tomorrow, that heat is definitely back. I mean, we're seeing 101 in San Antonio again. So definitely very hot conditions. So Brian, what did you think of those heats?
Absolutely. So that heat is something that we definitely want to stress, that excessive heat, all kinds of severe weather, but the heat is something that you must take into account during these summer days. And surprise, did you know that today, June 8th, is World Oceans Day? I think that's something very important coming from Miami myself, I think, and Brian as well. I think it's very important that we stress that. If you are going to the Atlantic, if you are going on the coast of South Carolina, any of the Carolinas, if you're hitting up Charleston, the temperature is 76 degrees, and that humidity is really, really, really bad, 97% humidity. All that plus things like cloud cover, UV account for something like the heat index, which really tells you how the temperatures, the conditions are really feeling, which is 89 degrees. Our satellite and radar for Florida, in case you are going on the East Coast for maybe an evening beach night, I don't know. But there are quite some storms, so I will say the eastern side isn't so great. But if you are on the Appalachia, on the bay, or in the Gulf, that's really much better conditions. And we'll see that those storms move throughout the state, so really not bringing the most ideal conditions. You see all that rain, all that rain. But going away from rain, something that we definitely need to do is protect our oceans. And ways that you can do that is by volunteering in our local beach cleanup, so nearby. You want to make sure that you're practicing safe boating habits and respecting the habitats around you, so not moving any corals, any fish, anything like that. And if we do continue this and pollution in the marine environments continues, we will have that pollution, those plastics outweighing fish by the year of 2050. What do you have to say about that, Brian?
We definitely have to take care of our oceans, as Genevieve just spoke about. And taking a look at Doak Campbell Stadium again, we talked about 93 degrees as the evening starts rolling in a little bit with mostly cloudy skies. Current temperatures in the region are still pretty warm toward the area, 87 in Apalachicola and 91 in Tallahassee. Even Monticello's at 92. A little cooler at Thomasville at 89. And current radar right now, a couple showers to the south of us by the coast, but no major threat right now to the area as we start seeing, however, by the central Florida, we are seeing some more chances of rain. And tomorrow we'll see more on that. And future radar, we are seeing cloud cover coming in tomorrow in Tallahassee, and you see that band coming in on Thursday tomorrow. And we will be seeing some chances of rain. Severe thunderstorms might be an issue. Just make sure you have the Weather Channel app ready to see tomorrow in case you got to go to class or even if you decide to go to the pool. Thursday, we already talked about 50% chance of rain, and towards the weekend we might see some showers again, and we start to see warmer temperatures in the area, 95 on Wednesday, as we start seeing some drier conditions next week as well. 73 in the low area as well. And now we follow us on Twitter at FSU Weather. Don't forget to like us on Facebook as well as FSU Weather. And also watch us live on YouTube at 6 p.m. every day at FSU Weather as well. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram as well at FSU Weather. And quick recap of that 7-day rain tomorrow in the area. Make sure you take out your umbrella, walk your dogs early in the morning. We are seeing some dry conditions towards the weekend with still isolated showers. And for next week, we are seeing dry conditions with warmer temperatures in the region. So just thank you for tuning in tonight to FSU Weather, and we hope you all have a great evening.